So welcome everybody, it's great to have you all here for the 2016 Digital Workplace Predictions, and I'm delighted to go through them with you today. Be interested in your feedback, see what you think of them. One of the things I really love to do before I go into the predictions for 2016 is to talk about how did I do in 2015, and I do this each year. So just a few highlights and lowlights from the predictions for 2015. Things that I'm pleased that I feel like I got right is that the customer revolution comes from within. We really see that that idea of change comes from within has really taken hold inside organizations. And it's something that Richard Branson talks about, LinkedIn talk about. The second one is that CEOs and the C-suites are really seeing the potential and the opportunity of the digital workplace in a way that the intranet world wasn't capturing the senior attention. I think the fact that we've got a new digital work ethic, which is part of the book that myself and my co-author Elizabeth Marsh and I wrote on the digital renaissance of work, the shift from a Protestant work ethic to a digital work ethic. Things that I didn't feel I got right: real-time communication systems enhanced by virtual reality. I don't think we're there yet. I think it is coming, but we're certainly not there yet. Fewer managers as knowledge moves to the front line. Well, it's a nice idea, it is coming, but I don't think we've seen any particular changes in 2015. And digital fragmentation repaired as we move through all the different apps and so on. I don't think we're there. Anyway, I gave myself overall a 7 out of 10 for how I did in 2015, which I thought was reasonable as a score. So, into 2016. The first prediction is around employee experience, it becoming the heartbeat of the digital workplace. We're very used to the idea of user-centered design and user experience, and I think what we're seeing is this idea of the employee experience being the thing to follow, irrespective of where people are. We see organizations like Unilever and Shell having employee experience programs, and I think that's an important one to watch in the 2016. This is an idea that's already capturing attention. Organizations are increasingly opening new physical headquarters. Open and think about your own digital headquarters. Think about the headquarters of your organization that is both digital and physical. Take an organization like Northwestern Mutual that in 2017, 2018 are opening up their new physical headquarters. They're getting this concept of a digital headquarters alongside the physical headquarters. And with the digital headquarters, the physical restraints are removed. Everybody across the organization can be part of that. Intranets have not gone away, and they're not going away. And in fact, the intranet prediction for 2016 is that they will act as this digital front door into the organization. So they act as this central place that people know and people understand. An area that we at the Digital Workplace Group have really been looking into and researching is the relationship between culture and the digital workplace, organizational readiness. And what we're going to see is culture playing an important central role in the digital workplace success. And we see that at organizations like Adobe, IKEA. The next prediction, which is prediction number 5, and this is a really encouraging one, is that enterprise search will start to move ahead with a velocity that we haven't seen. We've seen it with EY, with the Coca-Cola company, and Verizon in terms of really powerful search based on new approaches to tagging. It does require human intervention, but I think we're going to see increasingly powerful levels of enterprise search. The next one is that the realization that the digital workplace will harm recruitment if it isn't a powerful environment for people to come to. It will amplify retention if it is, and it will be a key source of engagement inside the organization. So this concept of the digital workplace affecting issues critical to HR and people is going to be important. This is quite a controversial one, which is number 7, is that Microsoft's dominance of the digital workplace through Office 365, SharePoint, whether it's in the cloud or on-premise, and people's frustration with what they don't feel that they get from Microsoft will open up the opportunity for alternative technology providers. They certainly already exist, and I think there's a pent-up demand in the market for a viable alternative and a lot of resentment that the only place to go is Microsoft. This is not a particularly exciting prediction in prediction number 8. It's around governance, strategy and measurement, but I think it's really important. And that the organisations that place an emphasis on measurement, on strategy and on governance are really going to be able to make improvements and acceleration and momentum in their digital workplace in a way that differentiates themselves. We see that at organisations like IKEA, JTI, Adobe, and I think that importance on governance, strategy and measurement will be a key differentiator. The digital workplace takes in this mobile frontline, and it's one of the ones that didn't do so well in my own self-scoring for 2015, but I think is going to be increasingly happening in 2016, is that we will see technology replacing managers. That role of the manager to simply be a conduit of information. Increasingly intelligent systems, increasingly intelligent machines will start to replace the role that managers play. They won't disappear, but they will be fewer in numbers. And then my final prediction, which is perhaps a more controversial one, is that we really need to start thinking, and will start to think, of the digital workplace in a different way. That it won't be simply about the humans and the technology. It will also be increasing the conception of the digital workplace will be about machine to machine. All the non-human places where the digital workplace is present. So think of the digital workplace as not just about human beings and machines. Think of it also as about the machines with talking to each other, software connecting with each other. And those are going to be environments that are going to increasingly need to have the same strategy, governance, measurement around them. And then the other aspect of the digital workplace, which is wrapped up in this final prediction, is that the digital workplace will involve human beings and ever more intelligent software. So we're going to be looking at a human and artificially intelligent world and thinking about how to navigate that. So those are the predictions for 2016. I will be evaluating my performance at the end of the year, as I've done in the last few years. Hopefully I'm going to improve on the 7 out of 10, which was not bad, but not that good. And I will be back at the end of 2016 to see how I did, and also do my predictions for 2017. Thank you.